Make sure you put them laces out. I've been out and about, and I'm loud, cause I found another sound. And I'll pound on the ground for my guys across the pond. Kick is matter, that's the song. Trust me when that word is bone. Y'all can clap, clap, sing along. But on the real, they got some real deal analysis. Take the wheel, I think I feel like a catalyst. For this build, you know your boy is never out of it. Matter of fact, I think I'll go and win a championship. KMWO, KMWO. Man, you know how this go. Yeah. KMWO. Kick is matter, world order. Man, y'all already know. Let's go.
Hello. That video looks great. Every time I load it.
It's fine.
It works fine for the broadcast, so that's all that matters.
I was probably vibing to it. So
I was doing a little bit of this.
Was it? I was a bit premature with the button there as well, so sorry.
I've heard that about you, so
yeah. Some of you and Richard got in common then.
This is true. Welcome everyone to the Kickers About Fantasy Football podcast. As you can see, I am joined by four of us are in the house tonight. Rob, Rich, Jamie. How are you all doing, boys?
Good, mate, thanks.
I'm all right.
Jamie just rocking the thumbs up. That'll do.
I'm just cool.
People
mate.
do actually listen to this by a podcast, Jamie. So you know,
Yeah.
the thumbs up doesn't really do anything.
I'm just cool. I'm cool. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, what I will say is, promise me you'll never do that again. That was embarrassing for everyone. For those who are listening to this, Jamie put up his hood and pretended to be, I believe they're called roadmen.
A what? What?
Put it back up a minute, because you look like a white bespectacled Snoop Dogg.
I would have said, Rich. I was going for the more gangstar. I don't know what roadman is.
Yeah, it's a modern day, mate. Modern day. I'm down with the kids.
Don't ever do that either. Don't ever do that either.
I am with Rich. Don't ever do that again, Jamie.
How about half?
Sorry?
How about just half? You know, the kids rock that, don't they? So
Can you just please stop and never do these things ever again, please? Thank you. We are going to do a Dynasty mock draft tonight. Jamie set it up. I haven't got a clue what's going on with this, so I will let Jamie talk about that in a sec. There's no sort of real news. I think the free agency period is just sort of dwindling down now, coming to an end, isn't it? So,
Did you talk about James Conner last week?
No.
I mean, that's what I mean. It's coming to an end, isn't it?
It's absolutely. Do you know, last week I was so enamored with the fact that I'm nailed on that Najee Harris was going to get drafted by the Cardinals, and James Conner's come and just pissed on my fire, isn't he?
I like the landing spot for him. Personally, I think he steps in pretty much to do what the Drake does. I think he'll jump in.
I like the land spot, especially because I have Chase Edmonds on a lot of my dynasty rosters. So yeah, I love it. Thanks.
I don't think I have Chase. I might have one. I've got more Connor than Chase, but I think he just kind of steps in into what Drake did. Really, I think Edmonds will be the.
So nothing.
No. What was Drake last year?
He was RB14 in fantasy.
You take that all day of the week for James Conner, wouldn't you?
James Conner is not finishing as RB14 this year.
No,
I'm not saying he is. But
yeah, I mean, one assumption. Well, one assumption is it need to play more than 3 games. So see if that happens.
He'll probably play 3 games and still score more points than Edmonds will playing the whole season.
Oh, I would take that be a bet.
Oh, fuck off! This you
Be a
know it's
bet.
not a bet. For fuck, piss off.
I mean,
Seriously?
if we're talking news, like I think we should just briefly cover like the most important news that came out during the whole entire free agency period, which is the Atlanta Falcons have finally signed a starting running back in Kadero Patterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just means we're drafting one. Second round.
Okay, right, on to the mock draft then.
Najee Harris at 4.
No. No.
No.
I'm
It's Kyle
Pitts with Kyle Pitts at 4. Yeah, Kyle Pitts at 4, just for the meltdown that Jamie's going to have. If
We'll
it
have a
happens.
meltdown. I'm not. I won't have a meltdown like you. No, you didn't mind Daniel Jones.
No, I didn't like that pick at all.
But you got used to it.
I've got used to it. I still
You
don't
got
like
used to
the
it.
pick.
No.
I still think it's a bad pick.
But yeah, I think Pitts
Ronnie Williams in the second to Atlanta would be tasty.
Yeah, that's kind of what would work. But I don't know. I suspect we might try and go cornerback in the second, but who knows? Plenty of time to blow up and get really annoyed with your own teams for drafting players you don't really want. Like Jack, are you gonna love when the Giants draft Devonta Smith?
No.
Because we know they are, don't you?
Yeah, because the Giants do silly things in the
So do the
draft.
Falcons.
Anyway, I'm the draft.
Hey, there's a Green Bay fan sitting here as well. What did you do in the draft last year?
Well,
I still don't talk about it. So
You're still seeking counselling for that, aren't you, Rich?
I don't want to talk about it. I mean, after this, I'll get on the phone with my therapist. 'Cause it's brought up some unresolved feelings for me.
I thought he loved it.
I think Kev is referring to you there, Jamie. 50 pence. So,
50 pence.
Yeah.
And he does it again.
Again, don't do that again. It's awkward for everyone.
So tonight, gents, we are going to do a Dynasty mock draft. I believe a lot of us have cut back in leagues this year. I know I certainly have, and I think Jamie's sort of not taking any on, so to speak. So this will be quite interesting because I haven't done a draft in ages.
It'll be fun. I haven't done it. We're doing a 1 QB draft, basically, and I haven't done one of those in a couple of years. Dynasty, probably. Because it's all Superflex, what I've been doing, and Jack's probably pretty similar, and Rich probably similar as well.
Yeah, I play a mix. But yeah, this would be like kind of one of my early drafts that I've done this off season, I think.
Yeah. So it should be good fun. Should be good fun. I think
Rob, you're not a fan of Superflex, are you?
Huh?
You're not a fan of Superflex, are you?
No, not really. No. I don't think I play in one Superflex league, I'll be honest.
Well,
Really?
we're gonna have to sort that shit out, aren't we?
I don't know. I don't see the point of it. I got 2 QB.
Kind of. Yeah, I can see the argument against Superflex because QBs become stupid value within those leagues. But yeah, Gardner Minshew for 2 first-round picks last year.
Yeah, I don't mind it, and I have played a couple of Superflex leagues in my long and distinguished fantasy career. But no, I just personally don't like it. But this is I'm gonna own up and say that this is my first mock draft of the year. No lie.
And mine.
And it's mine as well.
I don't tend to
Here we
do
go.
mock drafts. I think my second one will be after the draft when we do one with rookies. That'll probably be about my lot. It's 1 QB, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, a tight end, 3 flex, and 6 bench. So, are we ready? Let's see who everyone's picking. Rob, you're picking at the 1-3.
Yeah.
Rich at the 1-6. I'm at the 1-10, and Jack is at the 1-12 to 1-11. Sorry, so he's going to snipe me a few times.
That is the plan. I did purposely pick that spot. I was like, where's Jamie picking? So I'm going next to him.
Thought you would.
See, here I was. I thought I'll go in the middle, Rob thought I'll go towards the start, so we can give the listeners a nice experience,
Yeah.
see different
Exactly.
strategies. You two have just gone, let's piss each other off.
Yeah,
Hold on, I picked 10 first. This is all on Jack. I might snipe him.
Oh, he will. He will snipe me. He will definitely snipe me.
Last week with Rashad Bateman.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? The timer is 1.5 minutes per pick because obviously we have a little chat about why you're picking them so and so. But the computer AI should pick very, very quickly for the others. Are we ready to
No
go?
rookies, is there? No rookies.
No rookies, vets only. We'll do one with rookies starting next after the draft. Are we ready, gentlemen?
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
All right, I'm about to start the draft. There we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Didn't expect that start.
Dalvin Cook 101, Christian McCaffrey 1-2. Rob, you are on the clock.
I am, and if I'm picking in the top 5, I'm pretty much picking up a running back, whatever format, whatever league. And for me, I'm going for the human tank himself, Derek Henry.
Wow. Alvin Kamara gone.
Kamara 1-4, Adams 1-5. Rich.
So I feel like I could go wide receiver here with Tyreek Hill, but I think I'm going to click the button on Jonathan Taylor. Similar to Rob, I think I want to get running back before it thins out because I know how you guys feel about running backs, and that's like a draft tip as well. Like I'm drafting knowing that you guys are going to go running back, so I need to go one now before it thins out.
Yeah. Ezekiel Elliott's gone at 1-7, Nick Chubb at 1-8, Tyreek Hill at 1-9. I'm in the same boat. It's running back or nothing for me here. And somehow I've got Saquon Barkley sitting there waiting for me at the 110.
Nice.
This isn't
And it starts.
that isn't the snipe, Jack. That isn't.
No, but it also leaves me with the absolute crud of running backs left now. Great, cheers.
Jack, you're going running back here, right?
I'm a running back guy, so yeah, I am going running back.
Remember, it's 3 flex, but so you can potentially start 5 running backs.
I'm gonna take just because there's a lot of buzz around this player, and actually, no. Do you know who I'm taking?
I know exactly who you're taking now. Yeah, I knew it was the most obvious thing that you were going to do.
I think
Not
he's due
because-
to bounce back, and he's good in PPR.
Oh, I think Eckler's. I've got Eckler probably. I haven't finished finalising. Probably between 5 and 7 in my dynasty rankings. I think he this year specifically he could be on for 100 catches. I love him. Kev is saying Gibson to you, Jack.
Yeah, I like Antonio Gibson this year. I've got a lot of shares in Antonio Gibson across my leagues.
Jack, you're an arsehole. I was hoping to get
This is
Eckler on the way back.
screaming at me to take Aaron Jones, but there's something about Aaron Jones. Screw it. I'm going to take this player to annoy. I think it's to annoy Rich, so why not?
Oh, it was me.
Cam Akers.
Yeah.
What was you thinking behind that, Jack?
Again, PPR. Akers can do everything. The Rams should put up a lot of points in games. They're that type of offense. They like to use the running backs. We've seen what Todd Gurley can do in that offense. So, yeah, this is Akers is young. If you want to, it's not typically how I build a dynasty team. I like to start with building it with the wide receivers, but I'm going to be left with knowing with the people that I'm drafting with here. I know I've got to get these running backs early because I'm going to be left with crud at running back if I start going wide receiver earlier.
Well, I'm really annoyed because with me ticking Barkley, I was thinking I might get Eckler on the way back. That was my plan. Aaron Jones, yes, I'm going running back again.
Yeah,
I'm in the same boat with you about Aaron Jones. I'm just like
it's meh. It's a bit meh.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going for a little bit. I think it's a little bit of a risk, but I'm taking DeAndre Swift here. New coach and staff. I love the talent. with DeAndre Swift. Travis Kelce, Joe Mixon, then DK Metcalf went off next. I've considered Metcalf if I was not going running back. On to you, Rich, with the 2-7. Who are you thinking?
Well, I've got really kind of balanced board here. Like, there's quite a lot of running backs that have gone off. So do I take that kind of tier? I'm not sure. There's a couple of guys that I don't mind coming back to me. So I think I'm going to go receiver, and I feel like I'm not going to be boxed in. So I'm going to go for Stephon Diggs, who is a player that I think he took a step up last season. I think Buffalo are equally going to find ways to get the ball into his hands. So
yeah,
I feel pretty good with that start. Jonathan Taylor, Stephon Diggs.
That's solid. Aaron Jones went on 2-8. And then the first QB off the board, Patrick Mahomes, went 2-9. What we think in single QB, that's to me, that's early. I don't want to be taking a QB that early.
Do not advise that at all.
Okay, me on the clock. I was just looking through. There's kind of 3-4 running backs that I like. So I'm willing to wait until it flips back to me. So I'm looking at the wide receivers, and Michael Thomas is sitting there. I know he had a rough season last year. I think there was some off-field stuff with Drew Brees. I don't think there was. I think something was wrong in that organization last year for Michael Thomas to have the season he had. I think he bounces back. Jameis Winston's going to be throwing the ball. Jameis loves to throw over 5,000 yards. Michael Thomas is going to get fed this year, I think. So I'm going Big Mike.
Solid. Miles Sanders at the 2-11 and 2-12, James Robinson. 3-1, Julio Jones. AJ Brown went to 3-2. I'm surprised that AJ Brown didn't go ahead of Julio or Michael Thomas.
I was tempted to take him with my pick, to be honest. So
I wasn't, because I already got a Tennessee Titan, and I don't like to have my first 2 or 3 players of the same team. Just a personal thing of mine.
That's
Agreed.
Okay, the target that I was mostly hoping was going to get back to me was Antonio Gibson. So I am going to whip him here because he's young, he's talented, he's on a team that I've put money on to win the Super Bowl next year. So Antonio Gibson is my pick.
Why?
Okay.
I'm sorry, money on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because they've got one of the best defenses in football, and their offense is getting better and better.
You're saying Fitzmagic can win a Super Bowl?
You were giving it the big one about Fitzmagic when he signed for Washington. You were like,
yeah. No, don't get me wrong, he's good, but he would need to have a perfect.
I'm saying at 66-1, it's a great price to put a bet on as an outside shot.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a punt, no, for sure. No, I'm not knocking it. I was just asking questions.
I know.
Rich, on the clock,
and
Adrian, I am on the clock.
Thoughts on Pittman and Dynasty? I know Rich loves him.
I fucking love him. I'll answer that question after this. So I'm on the clock now. So I'm gonna make a bad pick, as Jack's gonna say. I'm going for a running back here. I'm going for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Yeah. Pittman in Dynasty, I quite like it. I mean, I think he's going to be that big body receiver that we've seen Carson Wentz use well. I liked him coming out, so I think he's going to take a step forward this season. He's not going to have those injury worries, I'm hoping. So yeah, I quite like him. You'll probably see how much I like him in this draft, I would have thought.
I'll get there first.
Oh, it's me on the clock, isn't it? Not even looking. So you've gone CH. Chris Carson's gone 3-7. Adam Thielen 3-8. Mike Evans 3-9. Look at running back. There's nothing really that stands out to me. It's all just a little bit meh. I've got Kittle, could be interesting, but I'm now caught.
Jamie, there's literally just one player that you need to draft to put Jack on immediate tilt.
Yeah.
Just
I know.
you know it. You know it.
I know it, but
Can I force the pick? I don't know. Can I do it?
no, because
It's going to auto pick in 10
You've got 10
seconds. So.
seconds.
It's the wrong person, Jamie.
Yeah.
not the wrong
Ridley.
person. He can have him. He can have Jefferson.
Jefferson.
I'm not
He can
taking
have
him.
it. But you take him on the way back.
He won't be there on the way back.
So who are you thinking?
I'm taking another running back, and I'm going to just lock it up now with my running backs. So I'm going to take. It's not a sexy pick at all. I'm just taking David Montgomery because it's the only running back that I like left on that board at the minute. Yeah, Justin Jefferson went, Amari Cooper went. So we go to the wide receiver. Sorry?
Back to you.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I was looking at the wide receivers. I'm probably going to take a wide receiver now. It's between Alan Robinson, who I love, and Terry McLaurin. Similar reasons to why Rob picked Antonio Gibson with Terry McLaurin. Screw it, I'm going with scary. Well, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I actually like it. I like what he could do under Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I'm going with Scary Terry here, young stud wide receiver.
Now I could pair up a nice wide receiver with Calvin Ridley, or
It's gone to shit, so to speak, at the running back position.
It has, but it's that I'm thinking to myself now, if I'm in this situation, if I don't get a running back here, what the hell is going to be left for me at the end of the 5th round?
Is Darnold?
Don't forget, you have got a rookie draft coming up.
Is Darnold and Pittman for Aaron Jones too much to give for you?
In what? Is it in Superflex, Adrian?
I have Watson, Brady, and Rodgers in 2 QB.
So technically, you've got 2 quarterbacks. You've got Rodgers and Brady because Watson is not going to play this year. Well, he might, but not the full season.
Yeah, I don't think I'd probably do that trade.
I think it depends if you've done your rookie draft and where you're picking.
Yep.
Okay,
that'd be my thinking.
I'm looking running back here, and it's not enthralling. So I think I think it's a bit of a reach, but I'm taking Kareem Hunt.
Reach around.
Lamar Jackson went 4-4. Kenny Golladay 4-5. George Kittle 4-6. Rich, you are on the clock. Are you going running back? No.
I'm not going to go running back because I feel as though at this point I've got my 2 starters. I've got Jonathan Taylor, got Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So at that point, I'm just kind of like, there's not a lot of guys there that I'm particularly feeling enamored with. So
you've done this
I'm
before,
going to look,
haven't you?
I have. Yeah, I have, but I feel okay with this. So, George Kittle's off. He would have been the tight end I would have taken. I'm not going to take Waller at this point, and he's like my tight end 3. So, yeah, I'm looking at wide receiver. For me, it's between Allen Robinson and Keenan Allen. If you heard me on the season-long DFS podcast last season, then you know that it's only one person.
Make the right choice. Make the right choice.
Going to be filling this slot.
It's going to be Keenan Allen.
Yeah, and part of that is actually the fact that I've got Stephon Diggs, who has previously been a little bit boom bust. That seems to have disappeared in his first season in Buffalo. But Keenan Allen, I'm hoping, will give me consistent numbers week in, week out. So
I really like that pick, especially there. Allen Robinson went the pick after at 4-8. Kenyon Drake went at 4-9. Interesting. 4-10. Rob, what are you thinking?
Well, I hate the fact that Allen Robinson went and Keenan Allen because they were 2 that one of those I was hoping would fall to me. They haven't. I can definitely wait for my next running back because I don't like the next 10 off the board. And I'm not overly infatuated by the next sort of 5 or 6 wide receivers either.
Really?
So, well, not really. No, there's one in there that I would draft, but I'm going to wait to see if he comes back. I'm going to go a bit left field. I don't often go this early for a quarterback, but I'm going to go Kyler Murray because I think he is the tits.
That's it. I like that.
That was who I was thinking, Rob, for your pick there, Cooper Cup. Todd Gurley, something messed up with this. They haven't updated it properly. Todd Gurley can be ignored. That's a non-pick. Leonard Fournette, 5-1. Mark Andrews at the 5-2. Back to you, Rob. Is your wide receiver there?
He is, and I'm glad he did fall to me because I wasn't quite sure if he was. It's DJ Moore from Carolina. Obviously, Sam Darnold going there. We discussed it briefly last week, and we think he's going to be the main target, and I think so. I think he's going to be a target hog. I think he's going to be good this year. So, yeah, DJ Moore.
David Johnson went to 5-4. Russell Wilson at 5-5. On to you, Rich. You've currently got Taylor, Stephon Diggs, CEH, and Keenan Allen.
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do here is I'm probably, again, with running back, there's a couple of guys that I can, I think actually I'm going to go running back with this pick, and I think I'm going to regret it. Yeah, I'm probably going to regret this. So I'm just going to go for a volume guy with Philip Lindsay leaving the team.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon.
I thought about him. I thought about Gordon when I chose Hunt. James Conner went to 5-7. Odell Beckham went to 5-8. It's on me. I've got 3 running backs. I'm pretty set there. Wide receivers. You've got Juju, Robert Woods, Lockett, Hilton, Chark. Yeah, they haven't updated this properly, have they?
No, they haven't.
Let's have a look. Tight ends, you got Darren Waller. I could look at QB, but I'm happy to wait. I'm going. I'm going to Pittsburgh wide receiver here. And Big Ben's still there, and Big Ben has his little bum buddy, and his bum buddy is called Deontay Johnson. PPR machine.
Mm-hmm.
And while Big Ben's
while Jack's thinking about his pick, I just saw that flash up, Adrian. So you've
that
got Cook, Montgomery, and James Robinson, along with Aaron Jones as your main back. So are you therefore saying that you were going to be receiving Darnold and Pittman for Aaron Jones?
Well, I think that's what he's saying, yeah.
Yeah, so I think in that case, I feel like I'd pull the trigger because I don't feel like you need Aaron Jones in that situation. Yeah. And his contract situation might seem like it's long-term, but it's not as long-term as you think with how it's been structured. And as we spoke about, you have Rodgers essentially as your QB with question marks over the situation with Deshaun Watson and obviously Tom Brady coming towards the end of his career. So,
would you not be tempted?
I'm going to make my pick, guys. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to take CD Lamb here. I like to build my I like to get young wide receivers on my teams. So, and the other young wide receivers just come straight back to me here. So I'm going with the other one here. It's T Higgins.
Juju and Waller have gone off with T Higgins. Rich, would you not be tempted to see if you can, with regards to Adrian's question of Darnold and Pittman for Aaron Jones, would you not be tempted to try and counter that and go Darnold and Pittman for James Robinson?
So let's pause the draft quickly. Yeah. So you're not feeling rushed for this pick, because I think this is an interesting thing, right? Because I think I'd probably feel. Who did he say had Montgomery?
Yeah, I'll put it back up.
He's got Montgomery,
and James Robinson and Aaron Jones. Okay, so Dalvin Cook, I'm keeping. I mean, Montgomery. Out of all of them, I'd prefer to move Montgomery out of them, but I don't think you'd necessarily get Darnold and Pittman for Montgomery. If I could, I'd counter for that, because I think that he's more of a volume back, and Robinson, I think the volume will scale back, but I can see there being more scoring opportunities.
And also, Lawrence, I reckon, will steal a few goal line carries. He's a big boy.
But even so, I think there's going to be more I think there's going to be more goal line carries to go round than there were last season.
Mm.
Last season we saw like a Leonard Fournette kind of season where it's just because he's touching the ball 58 million times a game.
Yeah.
Whereas I think this season we'll see that scale back, but we'll see him have more scoring opportunities. So for me, Adrian, if you can counter for moving Montgomery, then that would be my ideal. I mean, you should never accept the first offer because there's always more to go.
No.
I always think.
Yeah.
So
I don't disagree with you about countering. As I say, if you can, David Montgomery, you've got Tariq Cohen coming back, and he's going to see work. He will. So yeah, the Montgomery, counter that and see. You might have to chuck in a late pick for it. Who knows? But I'm not against potentially seeing if they'll counter, or you can counter with Robinson either. But I think if you can keep Jones and Cook, I think it's a bonus.
yeah, I guess the only thing I'd throw in as well, Adrian, is I don't know which rookie pick you have, or if your rookie draft has been done. But if you've got an early-ish one, then obviously I'm not doing it because I can pick up like a Fields or a Lawrence or whoever. So,
but also if you're looking at between the 5 and 7, you're probably going to be able to get a Najee or a Najee or a Williams or an Etienne. So
yeah,
cool.
So hope that answers your question, Adrian. Anything else? You know where we are.
Yeah. Kev says Lamb and Higgins. Let's resume it. So it's on me. I did press resume. There we go. Okay, so where am I at? I've got a Barkley, Swift, Calvin Ridley, Kareem Hunt, Deontay Johnson. Sorry, boys. I could look QB. There's still quite a few QBs I like. Running back, I'm not sure. I'm going wide receiver. It's tricky. Could go with one of the San Francisco, Ayuk or Debo. You got Jerry Jeudy still on the board. I don't know. Sure, I'm sticking to my type. I'm taking Tyler Lockett. Lev Bell.
Yeah, they really need to.
Leaper, you need to update your ADPs. Bobby Woods went at the 5-5. I can not 5-5, 6-5. I consider taking him. Josh Allen 6-6. Rich, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking running back. I'm gonna sit on for a little bit. There's a couple of guys that I've got my eye on for further down. Tight end, we've still got quite a few options there, so I think I'm going to leave that for a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Quarterback, if Josh Allen was there, I was kind of thinking to pull the trigger.
Yeah,
but but he hasn't. I think there's a couple of wide receivers. There's a couple of wide receivers that I quite like. I'm almost tempted to just pull the trigger on a quarterback and then just see someone else can make the decision for me. But I think I'm gonna go Tyler Boyd.
Yeah,
as my wide receiver 3. Will he be the leading receiver for Cincinnati? I mean, he should be, but we've seen strange things happen in the draft, so we'll see if Chase ends up being there. But I feel good with that as my wide receiver 3. That production's pretty solid. Yeah.
DJ Shark went one after, and then Zach Ertz. Rob, you're on the clock.
I thought I'll take a running back here because I've only got 2. But quite frankly, it is a...
It's dirty.
It is
You've not been
pretty.
in many drafts with us, have you, before?
I think I know one of Rich's running backs, and I don't know whether he's going to come back to me. But I'm gonna take Singletary. I don't really like Singletary, but if Buffalo don't draft a running back, then he's still a starting running back in the NFL. So that's my reason for that.
Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott went at the end of the 6th. T.Y. Hilton, Marquise Brown went 7-1-7-2. Back onto you, Rob.
Yeah, and I'm going to pull the trigger on Jerry Jeudy. Loved him coming out of college. Thought he had a solid year last year, and I think he's only going to get better. So, Jerry Jeudy.
Raheem Mostert went there.
Was he going to be your guy?
No, I was just thinking he's in my queue. Put it that way. He was in my queue.
Okay. All right. So here I can kind of do what I want now. I feel because I've got good balance everywhere. I think quarterback, there's still plenty of guys that I'm quite happy just waiting on. So what am I going to do? It's a tough question. I think I am going to go with... Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm almost going to certainly regret whatever I do. So...
Of course you will.
Pardon?
I said yes, of course.
Now I
you
feel
will.
under time pressure as well. Now I feel under
30
time
seconds.
pressure. This is really awkward. Yeah. I'm going to go... I'm going to pull this all the way to down to the wire, and I am going to go with... Oh, I don't want to do it. Cortland Sutton.
Oh.
And I regret it already.
Aaron
I think
Rodgers.
I think he'll step into like being a leading receiver again. I mean, I'm hope Drew Lock needs to take a step forward. Like all the pressure is on him now, so let's hope that Sutton does something. I regret that already.
Mark
As I'm explaining it, I just feel awful about it.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, Jarvis Landry. Now I'm looking at quarterback, and
You can wait for KC Casello. He'll be CJ Casello, whatever he is.
It's rookies. But what I'm going to do is, I think I might break Rich's heart. I'm taking Justin Herbert here.
Damn you!
Oh, I sniped him. I thought Rich would like to team him up with Keenan Allen. I just thought at the end of the 7th, I just really like. I don't know if it's value or I just like it there. I don't usually draft QBs that early in a 1 QB draft, but I liked it there.
I'm modelling his sick dark blue jersey over there as well.
I'm going to take the other QB in my queue.
Joe Burrow.
I like to build my teams young. I've already got T. Higgins there, so I like to tie. I like to get a tie like that as well. Ronald Jones, Drew Brees off the board.
Drew Brees off the board. Good work, Sleeper.
Yeah, nicely done. Next is going to be Tony Romo.
What do they do in the off season? I mean, surely they've got one job.
They've actually unfollowed me, so I'm not going to say anything about Sleeper.
They
Probably because I've voiced concerns in the past about things that they do and that they don't do. So, we'll leave it at that.
You get an auction.
Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. I'm not going into it. I feel feeling pressured now because I've got the clock ticking down at me. Do you know what? I'm just going to take. Again, I'm going to go wide receiver here. Young guy, Brandon Ayuk.
Good pick.
Yeah,
I was considering him.
Yeah.
So I like it.
We've got 3 flex spots in this as well, haven't we? So
yeah. I think I'm going to go wide running. I don't know.
So much talent at wide receiver still.
I'm waiting on wide receiver. I'm taking what at the moment is a starting running back in the NFL. I don't think he's going to be wonderful. I think he's probably going to be a flex play most weeks for me. Can anybody guess who I'm taking?
A running back.
No, because if I guess wrong, then I'm giving my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All I'm going to do is that.
that's who I thought you'd go.
I'm
Mike
taking.
Davis.
I'm taking Mike Davis. I think it's just safe. It's super safe. AJ Green went 8-4. Rob Gronkowski 8-5. Edelman 8. Moving on.
Yeah.
So back to you, Rich.
Did we say this was full PPR?
This is a PPR, yes.
Full PPR. Okay.
Yeah. They
All right.
have the options of PPR or Dynasty.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why can't you have Dynasty PPR?
Yeah, that's fine. You just need to say yes. That's it.
No, I'm just going to talk.
All right. So as it's full PPR, I was kind of hoping Mike Davis was going to be there in the 8th round, so that's why I didn't want to say it. So I'm going to go Tariq Cohen, who's going to get.
Yeah.
He's going to get all the dump offs he can eat with Andy Dalton. So
I like the pick there. Hawkinson 8-8, Devontae Parker 8-9. On to you, Rob.
So,
what are you thinking?
Well, this is what I'm thinking, Jamie. I'm thinking that I really like this rookie wide receiver class. So knowing that the rookie draft is going to be after this, I know that I'm going to pick up 2 or 3 wide receivers that I love. So there's also a hell of a lot of wide receivers that I still like in this draft. So I think I'm going to build my team around the other positions now first and just forget about wide receiver for a bit. On the same sort of wavelength as what Rich said about, getting a PPR running back. I have got half an eye on Philip Lindsay going to Houston. Houston aren't a good team though, which really worries me. So I'm going to go tight end. Definitely. I just don't know which one. I think I'm going to...
Greg Olsen.
No, he's going
I'm going to pull the trigger on Ingram. I'm not a massive fan of it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
That's fair. Michael Gallup went 8-11. I think that's quite nice there. Brandon Cooks, then Jordan Howard. Deebo Samuel, 9-2. Is that a little bit late? People think?
Maybe
get him a bit earlier?
I'm kind of worried with the injury concerns and we saw Ayuk take a massive step forward. So
Deebo wasn't playing, and I know. I think it's a toss-up between the two of them. Personally, I think if you don't get one, try and get the other. Get the one that goes.
Yeah,
second.
I can see that.
Going back-to-back tight ends here, Rob.
I'm definitely going running back. I'm tied between 2 guys. I'll tell you who they are because I don't think one of them might be back. Damian Harris and Najee Harris. Najee Hines. They're the 2 that I like. Najee Hines obviously is a pass catching back for the Colts. I'm going to stick with that and go with Hines just because he's got so much PPR upside.
Yeah,
but
I like that.
I do think I do think that Harris is going to probably be the starter in New England.
Yeah. Matt Ryan went 9-4. Kerryon Johnson 9-5. All I'm going to say, boys, is I think that we might be going to the playoffs in this league.
Yeah.
See you in the final.
A couple of suspect choices by some people. So Kerryon Johnson went the 9-5. Thank you for wasting a pick sleeper. Rich, it's on you, mate. Are you thinking pulling the trigger on QB here? Well, you can wait.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I've already won the last draft of QB. So self-congratulations there.
Well done, Rich. Gold star.
I'm gonna go with my guy. So there we go. Michael Pittman, for anyone who's
Great pick.
who's listening.
Michael
So,
Pittman.
I spoke
Love
about
it.
him in the question that we had from Adrian. I like Michael Pittman. I think he's going to take a big step forward. So I quite like it here. I can have him on the bench for a little bit and then mix him in as I want.
Cool. I like it, mate. Tom Brady went 9-7. Henry Ruggs went 9-8. Matt Breida went 9-9. And I've got a feeling I might need to say sorry to Jack for this pick.
You're going to start me again, aren't you? Right pick. That's fine. That's all right. I've got Terry McLaurin. That's fine. I'm happy with that.
Curtis Samuel, I took. I'm not massively high on him. I think he could. I'm interested to see what he does in Washington.
I'm going to take Damian Harris, as
Yeah.
I'm on the same views as Rob. I think he will be the starter for the Patriot at running back. And then back to me again.
Austin Hooper. I like the Marvin Jones pick there. Back to you.
I'm going to take another wide receiver here, and this is just a guy who, he can be a bit boom bust, but when he's boom, he is boom. So it's Chase Claypool.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking, what have I got? Running back wise on my team, I've got Barkley, DeAndre Swift, Mike Davis, and Kareem Hunt. I'm pretty set there. If we're doing a reversal of the rookie draft, I'm picking 1-3. So the likelihood is I will get one of the top 3 running backs. So I'm not going running back. I'm going wide receiver. And I'm going with someone who I think has got a lot of upside with the number 1 pick, throwing the ball to him. I'm taking Chris Chanel there.
That's my next pick.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
At 10-3. Marlon
Great
Mack
pick.
went 10-4. Coleman went 10-5. Jameson Crowder went 10-6. My boy Crowder.
Sort your ADP out, sleeper.
Yeah. Rich, it's on you.
Yeah, so we're now in the 10th round. Now it's just at this point I kind of start looking for just my method of drafting is now I'm just going to fill my bench with guys who could boom. I don't want like mediocre production. That's not what I'm about. So now I'm going to just start swinging for the fences and see what we end up with. So I'm going to go for. He might have only signed a 1-year deal, but he's got talent. He's got PEDs. He's got
Solo, baby. Love the pick. Absolutely love it. And people are going to forget about him.
Yeah, easily. Because I think
he's missing
in
one
Dynasty
day.
as well, the contract situation obviously is a bit of a worry with it being a 1-year deal. But I think that's actually more about the salary cap than anything else. So I'm fine with it.
Awesome pick. I love it. Jared Cook went 10-8. Mecole Hardman went 10-9. It's on to you, Rob.
Yeah, I did mention him last round, and as he's still here, I am going to go Philip Lindsay. And I don't think Houston are going to be good at all this year, but I think the quarterback, whoever it is going to need a dump-off option. The O-line is terrible, and I think Philip Lindsay will be just that, and I think he will get enough PPR points to be sort of a plus matchup filler in my flex spot, so I'm going to draft him.
Cool. Emmanuel Sanders went straight after Carson Wentz, so the number 1 team has got West Prescott and Wentz, Christian Kirk, Cam Newton, and then back to you, Rob.
I'm so gutted you took Laviska. I was desperate to get him.
I'm not sorry.
I didn't think you would be.
No.
Okay, I'm going to double up on tight end. I am going to take the upside of Noah Fant. I like Hunter Henry, but there's question marks in New England. So I'm going to go for Fant.
Sony Michelle went next. Zach Moss went after that. I went to you, Rich, at the 11-6.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed Carson Wentz went. He was going to be my quarterback that I was going to hope to pick up. So I'm just going to wait now on quarterback because
you can.
I can. Yeah, there's enough guys. I can patch it for a year and see what we're working with. So let's move swiftly along. So I was thinking about Zach Moss as well. Just if Singletree struggles again, I think Zach Moss will be given a little bit of an opportunity to see what he can do. As it stands, I'm going to pick up. We mentioned him really briefly in regards to James Conner, and I'm going to pick up Chase Edmonds.
Like it.
I'm picking him up more because I think the pass catching work that he'll get, and I think he's going to mix in some carries as well.
Yeah.
Especially if James Conner gets injured, which, based on prior seasons, he's going to. Then Chase Edmonds is going to get some carries as well.
That's fair. Looking tight end. Looking wide receiver. You've got the kind of Hunter Henry went, then Tyler Higbee, Mike Gesicki. Jesus Christ. Okay, tight end run.
Tight end run. Yeah.
Wasn't even looking up. I'm surprised Hunter Henry went before Johnny Smith. Personally,
Dude, Drew Brees got drafted in the 8th round.
Cordell Patterson's still on the board, mate.
I know. I'm torn here. I'm taking one of two tight ends. I'm not looking at Dallas Goedert because he's got Jalen Hurts throwing in the ball. It's either Jonnu Smith or it's Logan Thomas. I trust Bill Belichick enough. I'm taking Jonnu Smith there. I'll take the second tight end of the Patriots.
That's fine. I'm going to go tight end as well, and I'm taking Dallas Goedert.
Yeah, that's fine.
He is the tight end one.
Wait for him to get a quarterback, then you'll be all right. Alexander Mattison, Latavius Murray. Back to you, Jack.
Yeah, the computer just sniped me on two of my running backs on my board there. Cheers, thanks for that. I like that. Cheers.
So imagine that 11th round, you've got two running backs on your board, thinking, nah, I'll probably be okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take another running back here, and again, my philosophy of young players, I'm going to take AJ Dillon. He is a tank, and Jamal Williams is no longer in Green Bay. Dillon's going to see an uptake in targets. So yeah, I think he's going to be used a lot more on the goal line than they did last year.
Imagine the calves.
Exactly.
Tell the calves that.
Who am I looking? Wide receiver or running back for me here? There's part of me that wants to take a real punt, but I reckon I can wait a little bit longer. I feel like I'm going to play a little bit safe here. I feel like I like this wide receiver at this spot. Jack probably doesn't particularly like him that much. I'm taking Sterling Shepard.
Yeah, you're welcome to him.
Darius Slayton went next. Matthew Stafford went after that. Darrell Henderson went 12-6. On to you, Rich.
Yeah, I still feel like there's a decent number of quarterbacks on the board, so I'm still staying true to not drafting one. No doubt that he's going to come and bite me squarely in the ass, but I think we had the rookie draft, single QB. One of them's going to fall to me, so I don't feel too bad about it. Let's go for. I'm going to start swinging for upside here, as I said earlier. So I'm going to go for a tight end who seemed to be Aaron Rodgers' go-to guy in the end in the red zone. So 12th round, Robert Tonyan. I'll take that.
Jalen Reagor went 12-8. Hayden Hurst went 12-9. On to you, Rob.
I'm taking Corey Davis here. I think that obviously is new at the Jets, but whoever's throwing the ball in the Jets needs a safety valve, and he was fantastic last year. So why not?
Keyshawn Vaughn went next. Tony Pollard went after that. Sammy Watkins went the first pick of the 13th round. Rob, who the hell is Darius Anderson of the Indianapolis Colts? Because he was just picked at the 13-2.
I don't know.
So the news on him, if you click on him, the news on him is he landed a reserve/future contract with the Colts on Sunday. That was 3 months ago. So RB1 in Indy. I mean, if you look at their depth chart, he's behind Taylor, Mack, Hines, Wilkins, Benny LeMay. Never heard of him. And then it's Darius and Anderson. So, yeah, it's gone well.
Rob, you've got 35 seconds. What are you thinking?
Oh, shoot. I'm not even looking.
So he's thinking.
I had
crap.
Tony Pollard on my top of my queue list, and he's gone. So I'm going to go upside. Yeah, you know what? I'm going for my lover boy. I'm going for Jameis. I love
Jameis
Jameis
Winston. Famous Jameis.
I'm
Duke
a
Johnson.
Jameis truther, and I'm not ashamed of it.
Chad Henney. Rich, were you
definitely making the playoffs in this league, aren't we?
Rich, were you sniped?
I'm pretty. I am pretty disappointed about that.
Missing out on Chad
was-
Henney, I pick.
Yeah, he was going to be the guy I was going to go for. So that's all.
QB1, mate.
Back to the drawing board. Obviously, we've got Corey Coleman, who's still on the board. Got some real names. Some real names there. I mean, I think I'm gonna go with the wide receiver 1 for the Jets. Denzel Mims.
Interesting.
Let's see what we end up. With.
Hell, is Pappy White.
Free agent Pappy White has gone with the 13th to team up with Julian Edelman on that team. Robbie Anderson that went 13A. I was thinking about him there.
Yeah, I've been sniped now again. Great.
Well, yeah. Ben Roethlisberger went 13-9. Decisions. Do you know what? I don't do this very often, but there's a very, very young second-year player sitting on the board, and
Don't do it. Do not do it. I know exactly who you're going to take, and if you do
I don't think you do, Jack.
I think I do.
Because you don't do what I'm about to do.
Do it then.
How do I not take Tua there?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't often do it. But if I'm happy to take Tua in the end of the 13th round.
I thought you was going to take this guy, who I'm going to take right now.
Mooney.
Darnell Mooney.
Yeah,
here's my list.
So now I'm
Jacoby
gonna do something-
Sean Jackson. Back to Jack.
Now I'm just going to do something to annoy Jamie.
Oh, I know you're taking a running back who plays with.
It's the Gus Bus.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I'll trade him to you, Jamie. All right.
Oh, thanks. I'm going to take a guy who I reckon I could take a little bit later, but I don't want to because I've been high on him since he wasn't even drafted. He was undrafted for the New England Patriots. I'm taking Jacoby Myers here. 14-3 for me. I'm happy with that. Adrian Peterson went 14-4. P. Ryan, Cole Beasley.
P. Ryan is the starting running back, isn't he, for the Jets? Isn't it? He is.
Yeah, on the depth chart.
No, Tevin Coleman. Tevin Coleman.
Tevin Coleman is not the starting running back for the Jets.
Tevin Coleman. Can someone tell me? Because I don't know this. Do the Jets run kind of like an outside system, or because Coleman needs to get to the outside? He can't run down the middle.
They're going to run the same system. They're going to run the same system they ran in San Francisco.
And he was shit there.
But he needs Tevin Coleman needs another. He's a he's a handcuff guy, right? Not a handcuff guy. He's a committee guy. So they're going to need to draft someone good, whether it's Najee, whether it's Travis Etienne, whether it's Javonte Williams. They're going to have to draft someone to play with him, and then I think that will, in turn, make him better. I quite like Tevin Coleman this year. For some reason,
I think what Tevin Coleman needs Devontae Freeman, because those boys played amazing. Exactly. That's just what they did. Rich, you got 16 seconds.
Yeah, I'm going for OJ Howard.
Yeah,
like it. Stephen Sims went next. John Brown went 14-9. On to you, Rob.
What are we? 3 picks left. Gonna go for. I'm gonna go for Paris Campbell, just because I think if he could stay on the field, he's good, really good.
Has he even got on the field?
Yeah, he's played 14 games in 2 years, and when he has looked dangerous in the slot, I really think he can be better. So I'm happy to sit him on my bench and see anyway.
Yeah. Eric Ebron, David Njoku, then Nelson Aguilar. I think that could be a good pick back at the start of the 15th. DeAndre Washington. And back to you, Rob, with the 3rd pick of the 15th.
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be drafting wide receivers in the rookie draft. Hopefully I've got a running back on my list, which I'll take with my very last pick, and I should tell you why then. So now I'm just looking at upside guys, and I'm going to go for Cole Kmet, tight end for the Bears.
Tyrell Williams, Josh Reynolds, and over to Rich.
I was kind of thinking to go Kmet, so he wasn't last one to you, Jack. If that makes you feel better. If it doesn't, then
don't care.
I am. So I've been looking at the positional value of various different positions, and the one that kind of jumps the most in terms of what you can trade people for is tight end. So I'm actually going to go with 3rd, 4th. I don't know what he is. Target person in that offense, but Irv Smith. And my plan is to see what shakes out with these tight ends, and I might be able to trade one off to one of you boys, or to one of these teams that's absolutely dudded their draft.
Well, I reckon you might be able to trade to Ito Smith for Ito Smith or Pappy White, maybe, or maybe a Julian Edelman, team number 7.
Yeah, I mean, I was also thinking like Team 1, who has drafted David Njoku as their starting tight end. Like, they might be in trouble. I was thinking that they're a prime candidate, aren't they? So,
yeah. So I'm on the clock now. He's gone. Ito Smith, Raquel Armstead, Lamar Miller. Now I'm looking at wide receiver here, just seeing who's available. There are still some nice talent available. I'm not going to take one that I reckon Jack will probably like. I'm going to leave him Mike Williams. KJ Hamler, Randall Cobb, Edwards, Lynn Bowden, Gage. It's not enthralling, I'll tell you that.
You got 15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm taking Gabriel Davis.
Yeah, it's a nice pick. So I'm going to take Logan Thomas as my second tight end, and to wrap my draft up, I'm going to take my second quarterback, as I like my team to be nice like that. I like to have a bit of depth on every position. I'm going to take Jalen Hurts, who offers me value, throwing and running the ball.
Right. I'm taking a running back. I'm taking a second-year running back. I'm taking a running back who's the starter isn't there anymore. It's a real punt. I'm taking Anthony McFarlane. No James Conner. Benny Snell is Benny Snail for a reason. I liked McFarlane coming out, so it's worth a punt. Dan Arnold, Darrell Williams, which I like. KJ Hamler. Can someone take Tim Patrick, please? Because I really want to take him. Or Jeff Wilson. They're 2 players which give me 2 more rounds, and I'd love to take Patrick and Wilson. on you,
You'd be
Rick.
more than welcome to them. Yeah, I'm in two minds here because if we were actually doing this as a league, then
Well, we're not.
Well, what I'm saying is if this was a league, then I don't think I'd actually draft a quarterback. I'd just
Well,
sit
don't draft
and just
them.
see what shakes out. That's what I was going to say. So there's still like Ryan Tannehill's still there, Daniel Jones, I can stream him, Sam
Derek
Darnold,
Carr.
Drew Lock, Derek
Baker
Carr,
Mayfield.
Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff. There's still plenty of guys there. So I am going to do similar to how Jamie's taking McFarlane. I'm going to take Benny Snell, because if he does get that starting job, which I'm not sure if he will, but 16th round, I'll take the punt.
Yeah.
And I'll have a flex player if he does get it. If not, I'll just cut him. It's not a problem. That could well be my starting quarterback in reality.
Frank Gore went 16-8. Randall Cobb 16-9. On to you, Rob, for your last pick. Who is your running back?
Well, kind of strategic. I was going to take Darrington Evans because I was I'm quite a big App State fan. He came out of App State last year, but he didn't do nothing. He is the backup to Derrick Henry. So I could lock up a handcuff there, but thinking about it, he's going to be on the free agency. No one's picking up Darrington Evans, so I might as well not bother. No. I asked him a question once at an NFL UK live event. He didn't like it. There's a really good tight end on the board in Blake Jarwin. No one's taken him yet. I'm tempted, but I've already got 3 tight ends.
He is in my queue, actually.
Yeah. 13 seconds left. So it's between Brian Edwards and Mike Williams, and I'm going to take Mike Williams because he's still great.
Contract year for Mike Williams. Lynn Bowden went second to last pick, and Dawson Knox went the last pick of the draft. Should we kind of run through our teams?
Sure.
Rob, would you like to start? Just go down in order of whatever. You can do the roster or where you drafted them. It doesn't matter.
Sure. I have got Kyler Murray as my starting quarterback. I've got Jameis Winston on the bench because I love Jameis. Running backs, I've got Derrick Henry and Antonio Gibson as my starters, with Devin Singletary, Nyheim Hines, Philip Lindsay. I was on my bench. Wide receiver, Michael Thomas, DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy. Very happy with those 3.
Yeah.
I've got Corey Davis, who's upside play. Paris Campbell, who I think can be great, and Mike Williams I really like that wide receiver core. And like I said, I'm going to be drafting wide receivers in the rookie draft as well. I like my tight ends too. Evan Engram and Noah Fant. Kind of both of those can be hot, so it'll be a sort of a matchup play for those two, as well as Cole Kmet, some young talent who's going to get better as well at tight end. So yeah, I like that team. I'm happy with that.
Cool. No, it's nice, mate. It's nice. Rich, what about you, buddy?
Yeah, so my team, I don't have a quarterback. Overrated. My starting running backs are Jonathan Taylor and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Wide receivers are Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Tyler Boyd. My tight end is Robert Tonyan. My flexes are Melvin Gordon, Cortland Sutton, and Tariq Cohen. Then my bench is made up of Michael Pittman, Will Fuller, Chase Edmonds, Denzel Mims, OJ Howard, Irv Smith, and Benny Snell.
And my quarterback is Justin Herbert. Running backs are Saquon Barkley and DeAndre Swift. Wide receivers are Calvin Ridley, Deontay Johnson, and Tyler Lockett. All 3 guys I absolutely love. My tight end is Jonnu Smith. My flexes are Kareem Hunt, Mike Davis, and Curtis Samuel. And on my bench, I have Laviska Shenault, Sterling Shepard, Jacoby Myers, Gabriel Davis, Tua, and Anthony McFarland. And
I like your team.
Thank you.
Don't
I like
give him
all of our teams. Jack, what about you, buddy?
So my starting quarterback is Joe Burrow. My starting running backs are Austin Eckler and Cam Akers. My 3 wide receivers are Terry McLaurin, CeeDee Lamb, and T. Higgins. And my starting tight end is Dallas Goedert. In the flex, I've got David Montgomery, Brandon Ayuk, and Damian Harris at the minute. And my bench guys are Chase Claypool, AJ Dillon, Darnell Mooney, Gus Edwards, Logan Thomas, and backup quarterback Jalen Hurts.
Nice teams, boys. I do like them all. I think what we'll do is we'll put a screenshot out of the teams and just put a little poll up. Let's see what the Kickers Matter viewers and listeners all think who has the best team and which team they prefer as a start-up.
And also, who do you think is the best pick? Because at the moment, it's hard to see past Pappy White, who went as an absolute steal in the 13th round.
I don't know.
What we should do next time, we'll do a. Do you remember we done it a couple of years ago, Jamie, me, you, and Steve, where we put a little thing on ourselves. So it's like 0 RB and things like that, and
yeah, well, you had to go. I'm going for a team that's going to win now, Nick, this season, or I'm going to pick a team that's going to win in 3 years, or I'm going 0 RB, 0 wide receiver. That was quite fun.
Yeah.
I think
we'll do that.
We should also do a best ball as well.
Yeah,
at some
we can
point.
do best ball.
Just be good fun. Cool. I enjoyed that, boys. That was good fun.
Yeah.
I'd be very happy with my team if I drafted it in a proper league.
So would I.
So would I.
Yep.
Rich?
Let's see what the listeners think, shall we? When we
So would
post
Happy White's team.
Yeah.
it.
Just
I'm
remember,
intrigued.
when we've put this to a vote, there are plenty of quarterbacks on the waiver wire.
We will say in there that the 16th round that these quarterbacks were available, but Rich, you can just put Ryan Tannehill, for example, instead of Benny Snell.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine. But Rich, I'm just letting you know now, you're probably going to lose because no one's going to read that. They're just going to look at the pictures and go, well, no.
And I've just found Happy White on Twitter, so I know what this podcast is going to be called, and I know he's going to get it as well.
Yes.
If he follows
Happy.
if he follows Kickers Matter, that's going to be epic.
And we'll get him on. We will get him on.
Happy Pappy, former Tennessee Titan legend.
Oh my God. Someone's got his wiki page up.
That was a great mark. I really enjoyed that. Cheers. Just to finish this up, have we all had a good week, boys?
Yeah. It's been all right.
I've actually had a great week.
You've been off work?
No, it's just been nice. Like, we've started taking pre-orders for the draft kit on King Fantasy Sports. That is going to be absolutely stacked by the time the 1st of June rolls around. So I'm looking forward to that, seeing how that ends up. Life is good.
Good to hear, mate. Good to hear.
Actually, I'm going to do a shameless plug. So until the end of May, we're on pre-order price at $5.99, and there's already a bunch of stuff in there to get your appetite wet. So we've got projections workbook, which I know that there can be if you want. If that's going to sell, then I'll find a picture of a penis that's worth sharing and do so.
I'll send you one online if you want.
Yeah, go on then, mate. Yeah, cheers.
More than one.
There's already a bunch of stuff in there. So there's like some just basic rookie profiles. There's projection workbook. There are some other things on stats and stuff. But I mean, ultimately, there's going to be so much crammed in there that you're going to be thinking, for £6, I've absolutely smashed it. So check it out, kingfantasysports.com/draft kit. I think it's on the homepage. Check it out.
Also on the homepage is my latest article, sleeper wide receivers from the rookie for next year, coming up in this draft. So go check that out. Tight ends will be coming next week, ready for the NFL draft. How excited are we for that? Buzzing.
Very excited. It'd be nice to get it
We're going to do a live stream, aren't we?
The Giants to just absolutely destroy it. Yeah. Yeah, we are going to do a live stream, Jamie.
We'll do a live stream of it.
Yep.
That'd be good fun.
Will be. It's my daughter's birthday this week, so yeah, we've
Happy birthday, Poppy.
yeah, she had a great time. Got loads of Fireman Sam stuff, so yeah, nothing. She's a fireman basically. So,
Firewoman.
Firewoman. Sorry, yeah, sorry.
Fire person.
Fire
person, yeah.
Fire person.
And I also started up my golf DFS and bets little Twitter page. I know Jamie's headed over there. I've done my first article for it. I had a very, very good week on the Masters DFS last week. So, yeah, please just go and follow that. It's on Twitter. It's in my bio. So, yeah, please go and follow that and check that out.
I didn't put my team in on your DraftKings.
That's all right because I'm winning that as well. So
Wounded.
I am doing a PGA Championship. There's a big one coming up for that. Chris has already said he's going to give us a big prize boost in that as well, and DK.
Nice.
So I will get that linked out to everyone, and yeah, we'll get that up on my old pin tweet.
Sweet.
So yeah, looking forward to bringing you more content on that. Jamie, you're good then?
I'm all right. I wasn't expecting to see snow first thing on Monday morning as I left for work, which was interesting. But the rest of the week's been quite nice, and got a day off tomorrow with Isabel. I think Rachel's got a day off as well, so we're going to go for a nice walk and just spend a bit of family time together, which will be nice.
Nice. So you can find us on Twitter at kickers_matter, and as Kingy says, go over to kingfantasysports.com, get your draft guide, etc., your fantasy rookie book. What has it actually got a proper name, Kingy?
What?
The fantasy guide.
No, it's just a draft kit. So the main thing of it is it's mainly online, so it's going to be updated throughout the off season. So, draft books and magazines, that kind of stuff. It's out of date from the second it's printed. This is just going to be updated. So, print out the cheat sheet literally 5 minutes before you're about to draft, and you have the best information. Done.
Agreed. And our stuff is up there as well. So as Rob said, he's got a few articles up. Go and check them out as well. Cheers, everyone. And if anyone could leave us a 5-star review, that would be fantastic. If not,
do it.
Just leave us a 1-star. That'd be also fantastic.
Just any stars.
Any star, half star.